Hey folks, good afternoon and welcome to today's market SITREP situation report. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and if you forgot who these four incredibly brave Americans were yesterday, it's probably not your fault. It's the fault of these two disgraceful Americans. September 11th, 2012, these four men were left to die in Benghazi. And these two human pieces of shit, along with their national security advisor, Susan Rice, who creepily currently lives with Barack and Michelle in their home in Washington, lied to us for what, about a month and a half, that these men died because of a YouTube video. Did everybody remember this? So obviously everybody remembers September 11th and never forget and all that type of stuff. This is another September 11th attack that the media would love for you to forget, right? And remember good old Hillary Clinton sitting there in the Benghazi testimony yelling under questioning, what difference does it make? They're dead. What just a disgraceful and disgusting human being. And that could be your president. And then this dude has crawled back out from under the rock where he was hiding. But come on out, dude. I've had it. So there's another September 11th. If you've forgotten about, I'm here to remind you. That's part of my job. Anyway, folks, towards the beginning of the week, as I say, it seems like an hour in this market is a lifetime. But a couple days ago, China stopped allowing licenses for U.S. companies and trade war this, and we're booting people out, no new capital investments. And then a couple hours later, China woos U.S. companies again, curbs trade threats. So kind of saw the futures and global markets kind of rally, but we're giving some of that back. So renewed, it's like the Wall Street Journal has this stock headline hidden here, like market turns on renewed trade war fears, or market rallies on potential talks. They could cycle those headlines every other day, and you can see the market. Regardless, folks, we got some great macroeconomic data today. Some was a CPI or inflation or housing or just a hodgepodge of stuff that looks pretty damn good. I know the mid coast, Carolinas, Virginia. I have a lot of still buddies that are in the Navy that are hurricane evacing and stuff like that. Really hope they're safe and their houses are fine. So that's not going to be good. That's going to be a little bit of a hit, but hopefully everybody will be okay. But the underlying airspeed in this economy is strong. And if you want to go back to Obamacare and higher taxes and higher regulation and everything that this guy crawls out from under his rock to try and take credit for, it's comical. In 18 months, Donald Trump erased everything that guy did, more or less, and now he's trying to take credit for this economic recovery. It's comical. It's comical. Where's my graph? I like looking at graphs. Here you go. This is unless you have your glasses on, let's take a look at this. This is how liberals think the stock market works. Obama, Trump, Obama, Trump, Obama, Trump, Obama. That's how stupid people think. New highs for transport stocks suggest Dow rebound in sight. Love this. We're going to be talking about CSX. This is our transport stock. We have a beautiful iron condor. Look at this pop after earnings, man, and then it just never looked back. And then once we had this little pullback and leveled out, we got into a couple iron condors here, and we are having a blast. This is a nice slow and steady wins the race. I can't wait until, I think it's next month, when the Jan 21 series comes out, because we're going to throw on a Jan 21 synthetic stock or long call diagonal tactic, and that thing's just going to sit in the background and print money as we make even more money trading the front month. So having a really good time trading CSX as air transport. This isn't going away, folks. Speaking of a hero of Benghazi, one of the dudes that fought for 13 hours is Hillary sat there. Does anybody know where Hillary was? Or the president, or what they were doing? No, yeah, you don't. Actually, somebody was ordered to stand down. Somebody got an order from the White House. It's a general who shall not be named to mount a rescue, and he was told to stand down. Anyway, this dude who fought for 13 hours, as the United States left him out to, I didn't, as the president left him out to dry. I would have been there as quick as I could. Chris Peranto blasted the former president on Twitter. What did Twitter do? They banned him for, they put him in the penalty box for 12 hours. So literally days after that piece of shit, Jack Dorsey, the CEO, nice beta soy boy almond drinking milk guy, with his nice little man beard, sits there, we don't ban speech and blah, blah, blah. He lied under oath. The next day, he gets rid of Alex Jones. I think that guy's a complete idiot over on the right-wing fringe. But this guy's a national hero, fought for 13 hours. Lucky he's alive. He criticizes President Obama. Somebody doesn't like it, and they put him in the penalty box. Get out of these FANG stocks, folks. They smell like death. Facebook, Sheryl Sandberg sat there and testified and lied through her teeth. And look at this. Even Amazon is starting to worry me. I don't like the company. I don't like the dude. I love the stock. They're starting to ban controversial books. What? This dude's dating advice book. Unspecified offensive content. Now, instead of like the Nazi, of course, Ronald Reagan was right. He said if fascism ever comes to America, it will be dressed as the Democratic Party. It's here, folks. They ain't burning books like the Nazis did. They'll just ban them online. And it turns out yesterday, Google, somebody leaked an email from a female employee talking about how they were trying to get, in the last election, Latino voters more. And in the email, she's like, I'm actually shocked at how many of these Latinos vote Republican. And, of course, Google today, we don't do any of that, and that's one employee's opinion. And it's awful, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, half the country still has a brain and sees through all of their lies. I've been to the Bay Area, love the Bay Area, love, well, now it's San Fran feces, but used to love San Fran, Napa. I was stationed out there, folks. It's beautiful. It's full of complete idiots, man. They actually sit there with their Chardonnay and their nice little sweaters and really think the rest of America is stupid. And we're not. And that's what got Trump elected. And it's going to get more Republicans elected, folks. We're done being lied to. It's just, we're done. All right, guys, I got to get going because I have accelerated retirement at 1 o'clock today, where we're going to talk about a lot of this stuff, but obviously in more detail. We'll take a look at our Amazon trade, our CSX trade, and now we got to get long volatility, man. Now that vol's coming in, well, actually, market's starting to pull back a little bit. This is interesting. Well, I think it's, how about Jamie Dimon? Gives a huge political speech and then says, I'm not running for president. We're going to get long vol here, folks. It looks like we kind of got a new resting heart rate, I don't know, around the 12 level here. So on this little pullback in vol, I think it's time to get long. The next couple of weeks are going to be a shit show, man. Until the beginning of October, something's going to happen in the next couple of weeks to freak this market out, and we need to get a little hedge on here. So we're going to talk about that at 1 o'clock. If you want to join us at 1 o'clock, you can head to our homepage and scroll down and click on this black button all the way to the right here. It says Full Throttle Max. If you click on that for $38, you can join us today and 4 days a week, actually, when we do our live trade briefs. Or you can just head to this URL up at the top here, go.topgunoptions.com/go-flight. And for the price of less than a glass of 1942 in Fort Lauderdale, $38, you can join us for our live trade brief. So go ahead and do that, because I got to get going, and I'll see many of you in accelerated retirement at 1 o'clock. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless.